Morning. Wow, just I've ended up staying at mate's place another night, so I haven't done any filming yet because he's out on a job at the moment, but we're going to be looking at some Overlanders. So the last couple of weeks, I haven't been here for a couple of weeks, so we've come back and it's got loads on. He's done loads of stuff to the truck, so we'll go and get some filming done on that. Been having a good old chat last night, so there's going to be an update about that, and we're just finalising some things, but yeah, it could be more. I mean, his plan was to only build this one and then travel, but with the way the world's gone, he's decided maybe sort of extend it now, maybe another 5 years plan to build more trucks. So we're going to try and build a team of sort of like van lifers and stuff like that, because the place where this is at the moment is a brilliant little spot, but we're going to, he's found another unit, bigger unit, sealed and more secure. So yeah, there's some big plans. I'm going to be in charge of sort of social media and stuff on it, because Andy's useless. Andy's social media life is probably about 10 minutes on Facebook, and then he gets a ban for another month. So yeah, he doesn't do social media, bless him, very rarely. So I'll be sort of, be the face of it, helping, find people. We've already got 3 or 4 vehicles, lorries, interested in some builds. So we can do from everything from a full complete build to just like a fit out, or just little bits like, if you want like windows fitting or just little things. But we're no way going to be in any competition to anyone else. It's just literally going to be Overlanders. We don't really want to get into vans because there's lots of people doing vans and stuff like that. It's more just the big lorries, and we want to incorporate other people, other companies' items, because one guy, he's interested in having a box built here. Oh no, sorry, he's interested in buying a vehicle already for sale from LGF, but he wants the windows fitting and an interior doing. So obviously, hopefully we can maybe get him in and do that for him, but he wants motorcraft windows. So that's the idea. We want to try and incorporate a few other companies. We're only doing basic builds. We're not doing like the real big high end, where he could. The one he's doing now is a high end, but it's all the motorcraft parts. So, it's up to the customer. We're just basically just helping out that in between, because there's like 2 to 3 year waiting lists everywhere. I mean, we've phoned around and we've, a few companies. They're only the sort of the main companies doing this in the UK, and your minimum of 2 years on the waiting list. You've got to pay for a spot and a deposit and sit and wait for a build. So if we can just help out with a few trucks, if somebody's not really, too worried about high-end spec and just want, but still want them high-end spec products, they can bring them products to us, and we, and he can fit them all, everything as well. So yeah, there'll be more into that. I'll do a full vlog about it. We'll get Andy on and he can talk about it, and his skills, and because he's pretty multi-skilled in everything. But yeah, amazing joiner. But that's where he's at the problem at the moment. He's building just down the road. He's just finishing off a new build, basically. So he's doing all the woodwork in it. He's got like 10 days left. It's a brand new build, and it's just that, as soon as that's finished, that's it. He quits, joinery for other people, work, because he was self-employed, but then he's just permanently on Overlanders. So he's looking forward to that. But he's doing like silly hours. He'd gone 7 o'clock this morning. He comes back in the afternoon to do another 4 or 5 hours on this truck. Then he has some tea, and then he goes back to the place to sort of 7 or 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night on the other place. Yeah, so he's cracking in some hours, but he's just got to get it finished. But yeah, more information on that in the future once it's all finalised and everything. And because we're only doing one build here, and then we're going to be moving away. But the idea is we want like possibility of 2 places. So we've got an idea of a place up north. So your truck will go straight there, and it goes into a garage, and he's a family member, and he will strip it down. He can do everything. So he's mechanical as well. So he can even rebuild your engine, say, but like new clutches, new everything. If you want that sort of level, you can go for that. He'll strip down the chassis, and then once that truck is like 100% sprayed and painted and the chassis done, it'll get shipped down to this unit where we do all the fit outs. So yeah, that's the plan. So more on that as we go. So it's still early days yet, but yeah, it's all happening this year. This truck, like I said, we're trying to get it done for the June show, so hopefully we get there. It's just this other work's slowing him down a bit at the moment. He's desperately trying to get finished. So yeah, and at the moment, if you can hear, that's what the noise is. Got the wash machine on, and the good old power oak. Oh, can you see? There you go. Love this little power oak thing. It's awesome. It runs all my heating, and it runs off that, and it saves using my batteries. The only thing I could do with that is I could do one of them fold-out solar panels. So, power oak, Bluetti, if you're listening, I know you sent me this cracking little box to review. I could do with a solar panel, but yeah, that thing is awesome. I mean, it's only the little one, the 500 watt one, but it does a cracking job. I mean, the kids use it in the bag for, but come the winter, it's amazing. So I don't know if I showed you. There you go. That's from wash machine running. So about 150 Sterling stops, 157 watts. So yeah, God, these cracky little machines. That was brand fresh, brand new water. It's a bit mucky. It's a bit black and red. I've just put my search and rescue coat in there. I've been living in it. But well, yeah, I was only supposed to stay here well, I wasn't even going to stay here last night. I just sort of pop in, see him after my MOT. So I just chatting, but then end up sort of staying. And then I was going to go this morning and go and get parked up on the beach. And I thought, do you know what? Because there's a campsite here as well on the site where it's at, and I'm in the club as well. It's 10 a night. So I thought, do you know what? Let's get the washing on. Let's get everything. It's a nice sunny day. It's a bit windy, so a bit exposed down at the beach. So we thought, well, we'll get used to it. I'm going to give the truck yet another good clean. I always say this. It's amazing how a little space can get so mucky. It's unreal. Especially like from cooking. The cupboards with grease and splatter and everything. But yeah, got to keep it clean. So yeah, that's my job today really. Just get the washing out. I've put the washing outside as well, so in this wind it should dry really quick. It's at the back of the truck, hopefully it hasn't fallen over. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just going through the truck at the moment, just going to have a good sort out. I need to get in the cab and have a good sort out in there as well. So just odd jobs for the next few days. So chill out day, catch up on YouTube. Can't see any problem with YouTube. Everyone uploads on a Sunday, and the only problem with that is my folders are just full of everyone I've got to watch. So it takes me like 2 or 3 days to get through everyone. So right, I think we're going to put the kettle on. This should be finished in a minute, and we'll catch you guys later. Hey guys, here we go. Just an update on the old man. Mate's truck was getting done. So they've started lots of prep work, getting all the bumpers. This is only like stage 1. Getting it all pretty rubbed down and coats. There's other coats to go onto that. All the bodywork's been sort of taken down, primed up. The big work on this truck, he was saying, is because this is off an old coal mine. It was somewhere up in here. It was just rotten out. All this back here, replace all that. Loads of work being done under there. But yeah, this is sort of getting prepped. There's loads of work to do on it. This is just stage one. Got all the back to do. But yeah, most of the bed's off now. There was a high-ab, if you remember here. So all that's been removed. That got sold. Looking off the owner for a buyer for that. There's all sorts of things, like all these tanks are getting moved and put into the chassis to make way for bigger fuel tanks and everything else. There's going to be lots of work. So yeah, the big job, they're coming back this afternoon. So yeah, this has been causing him a nightmare. So there was a whole framework on the back here with other hooks and stuff, with about that many bolts. It's just unreal. He had to get bigger equipment. I'm not sure where his new massive air thing is now, but he had to get a bigger monster one to start getting. All this has got to be removed. There's all sorts. This has all got to be moved up. But yeah, it's having chassis extension. Oh, there's loads going to be done. So yeah, all that's got to be removed. They've started on the chassis frame, and then this is sort of the back, and this is going to have uprights coming up. So basically on the back of the truck here, as it comes up, the metalwork framework goes up the back, the whole box is the back end of the truck in, and there's going to be like lifts and stuff for wheels and bits and bobs. So yeah, it's going to have some serious fabrication. They're just coming down. The guy's coming down today, the welder guy who we got in to do all the fab work. So yeah, that's the update on that truck. Unfortunately, I mean, he's flat out trying to finish this house off. And once this house is finished, then it's like 24/7 living on this truck. Got to get it registered as well, because it's German reg. So that's another job. But yeah, there's the beast. I can't wait to see this done, because this has got a lot of stuff. We've had delivery from Motorcraft. All the bits have come now. So yeah, big thanks to Motorcraft. There's thousands and thousands of pounds worth of stuff now we've got in storage. He's having all their windows, their doors. He's got 2 safari hatches. Can't remember if he's got all the roof hatches and stuff, but basically he's got everything. I think there's going to be a couple of windows we might have spare now, because this is a different truck. Because originally was building the DAF, what you'd seen, what was in here before. Unfortunately, we had to put that on hold, because that's for sale. But because this is priority at the moment. But yeah, the DAF is still for sale. About 15 grand. If you want one. It's a left hooker. It's had all the cab done. It's had the insulation done. It's had the pipes done. It's had everything. I know it's a little bit pricey, but unfortunately it stands him at probably 18, 19 grand now, because of all the work he's had done, and then changed his mind. So he's trying to get back at least 15 and make a loss. But it is a cracking, low mileage left hooker DAF. So it'll just get sold at some point. We'll get it finished. It just needs to, we might try and get it registered as well. In the meantime, because we've got to get this one done. So this will be the first truck. And like I say, we're flat out going to be to get it built for the Overlander show. But yeah, now it's in here, it looks massive compared to my truck. But then just the wheels alone, like, and then look at my little truck over there. So, yeah, as I say, this is only a temporary unit for now. This is only because they had to move out from the thing. Oh, it's got new tyres there. So, but yeah, hopefully we've got a new unit. So yeah, that's the update on that, guys. I'll keep coming in and doing a little bit of videoing, and then you'll see it grow. And this will be the first truck built by the new group we're setting up. So we think we've found the name, Overland.Earth. So we'll bring you more on that soon. Can't really see much. Here we go. Had all the floors all done. And there's I think there's one of these bars which are totally rotten through. They've had to repair all that. Yeah, this is going to be like brand new when it's finished in here. Just on the back now, stripping the back end off. I missed that. I was just about to start.
I wasn't scared.
So just the old chassis coming off.
Right, Rob's tool ways.
Tool ways, yeah.
So yeah, everything's been unbolted and tank's now off. That's all going to get moved around, put inside.
So we get that a bit lower down now. And we'll just let that hopefully fold open. Fingers crossed. That's no plans of mice. We will see.
Yeah, is this the bit they had to add on extra one that you were saying? All this back end?
This is all, yeah, this is just
Because
massive.
that's all what's come off. There's all the old.
That thing weighs about 80 kilos. I couldn't lift it.
80 kilos, you sure? I could have lifted that with 80 kilos. More than that.
Okay. It's a bit heavier than 80 kilos. It made something inside go twang. What we've got.
One bit off. Just the rest of the chassis.
That's the heaviest bit off.
Top work, Paul.
There's a lot of weight there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that just this end plate is going to be absolutely retarded.